Welcome to the 5-Minute News Explanation, where we provide a 5-minute recorded explanation of the news, along with format and imagery to enhance your learning of the news.
Many times, news is complicated and hard to understand, read, or listen to, but this is a summary of 3 different events, sometimes all covering one thing in special editions.
This newscast is run by the Longview Gazette and hosted by Cooper Bear, Thage Stothate, and LEC. You can watch all our episodes on our blog. Be sure to check out more from the Longview Gazette on our website.
Baltimore Ravens wide receiver Dez Bryant was pulled aside during warm-ups because of an inconclusive COVID test on Tuesday. He was tested then, and the results came back positive. He was rushed home, and the game was not postponed. He tweeted as soon as he got home, "Tell me why they pull me from warming up so I can get tested." Here he added a profanity, "I tested positive for COVID." The next tweet may have alarmed Ravens fans. A frustrated Bryant declared that his season was over. Less than 30 minutes later, he was openly wondering if anyone should be playing. Puzzled by the rules that have sent him away, but not other players, he tagged the NFL in a tweet and asked why. By the time the game ended, with the Ravens' 34-17 win over the Cowboys, his melancholy had turned to exuberance. Soon afterward, his Ravens teammates were back in the locker room and back to their phones. Running back Mark Ingram quickly sought out Bryant, tweeting, "We got your back, brother. You're going to beat this like every other obstacle." And quarterback Lamar Jackson sent a message directly to Bryant in his post-game news conference. "We just had to win the game for him because we knew how much it meant to him," Jackson said, adding, "I'm feeling for him because I know how much he wanted to be here." Bryant tweeted that out as well.
48 states have filed an antitrust lawsuit against Facebook for Facebook's ownership over Instagram and WhatsApp, two huge social media companies. New York's Attorney General said, quote, "By using its vast troves of data and money, Facebook has squashed or hindered what the company perceived as potential threats. They've reduced choices for consumers, they stifled innovation, and they degraded privacy protections for millions of Americans." Facebook bought WhatsApp in 2014 for $21.8 billion, which is equivalent to $55 per user. Facebook bought an Instagram for $1 billion in 2012. According to BBC, Facebook owns the 4 most downloaded apps of the decade. What the Attorney General from New York and the 47 Attorney Generals from other states realized was Facebook's reaction to competition. Buy it. If the antitrust lawsuit succeeds, Facebook will be forced to sell WhatsApp and Instagram. 1.82 billion people use Facebook, while another 330 million use Twitter, yet another 1 billion people use Instagram, and yet another 1.5 million people use WhatsApp. Not to say that there might be multiple people on all apps. And there are other social media companies Facebook has bought to abolish competition. Facebook has acquired 78 companies over the last 15 years. That's 78. 78 companies Facebook has bought to destroy their competition. Later in the press briefing the New York Attorney General gave, she said, "They also sent a clear message to the industry. Don't step on Facebook's turf." Or as one industry executive put it, "You will face the wrath of Mark." referring to the CEO of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, end quote. More on this will be published in Big Tech Weekly on Friday.
If you're watching/listening to this on the day it came out, then today, December 9th, 2020, SpaceX did a test flight for the Starship SN8. First of all, SN8 stands for serial number 8. This test is going to test multiple things, like how the 3 Raptor engines carry out. The SN8 will also try to do a landing flip maneuver. A landing flip maneuver is a way of flipping the ship mid-air so it can land smoother on the landing pad. The Falcon 9 rocket boosters that were used on Crew Dragon way back in May also did a landing flip maneuver. But a difference between SN8 and Falcon 9 is the weight. Falcon 9 was much lighter and smaller than SN8, and that is the same with the other vehicles that performed the landing flip maneuver. So it would be a first if SN8 succeeded in doing it. There will be a link in the description box with a diagram on how the landing flip maneuver works. I will also put SpaceX's YouTube channel and the replay of the stream there. Because this is a test, we aren't measuring success based on if it completes the tasks, but more how much we can learn from it. Unfortunately, SN8 had engine failures. It almost stuck the landing with 2 engines, but one failed 2 seconds before touchdown, and the last engine failed on touchdown, resulting in it blowing up on the ground. Despite it blowing up, though, Elon Musk still deemed this test flight a success, stating they got all the data they needed. Thanks for listening to the 5-minute news explanation. We're your hosts, Ellie C., Cooper Bear, and Thage Date from the Longview Gazette.